Hi everybody, welcome back and Happy New Year 2020. Okay, hopefully my vision is better now. I hope all of you had a wonderful Christmas and New Year, and I welcome you back to finish this piece up. So today I'm going to work on detail work. All right, so I'm going to just do a little brush strokes on this piece of, well, you can see it's actually a fruit snack box. So I take fruit snack box and cereal boxes and I base coat them to use them to help me. So I have my old Jackie Shaw 10-0 liner here, and I'm just going to do a little warm up with my detail stroke. So detail in Rosemaling, it's what brings it all together. It ties all those pieces that you've done with your C strokes and S strokes and just kind of finishes it. So it's the same idea as what we were doing prior with using this brush, is you're going thin, thick, light, dark. Oh, it's all about the contrast. Now my paint isn't quite as wet as I'd like. I have it set up here on my wet palette. I have a little spritzer here. I spritz my palette just to wet the paint up a little bit. Now again, Rosemaling is traditionally done in oils, but I switched over to acrylics about 20 years ago. Oh, even longer now. And I pretty much switched when I started having kids because I just didn't want the smells in the house anymore. And I like the convenience of it. I could just put a top on it. So for example, I have a wet palette here. I literally take my top, I can seal it up, put it aside. All right, so basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just using my brush and warming up a little bit. And you'll have to let me know if you like this angle better than the other angles that I've done before with how I set up my my camera here, which is actually my phone. All right, so I'm just getting a little warm up. So if you can see, I'm just playing with the brush. It's fun to just doodle. And if you were trying this at home, doodling with your brush is one of the best ways you can learn brush control. The more you do something, the more you practice something, the more it becomes second nature. I almost don't even think about how I use my brush. And it's funny, when I teach class and I answer questions, I have to stop and go, how do I do that? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Yes, that's how it works. So I kind of laugh at myself as I go. All right, so let's take this and go back to the top of my keepsake box that I've been working on. So this is part 3. The first part I did the scene. The second part we did the scroll work. And now we're going to finish it up with some detail. Now, detail doesn't mean that I'm going to follow perfectly around every single stroke I do, because I find if I follow everything perfectly, it loses some of its spontaneity, perhaps. All right, let's see. I kind of like to have my pieces very free. I don't like it looking so mechanical, perhaps. You know, we aren't robots. We are human beings, and we can make things look as perfect as possible. But I find that if it has a little nuance with it, a little freedom, it's actually more pleasing to the eye. So I'm just going to work my way around here. So this is a scene, I don't know, perhaps in Norway, since it is Norwegian. Oh, maybe it's the Rockies. You know, it's just a nice little mountain scene. Oh, see, look how pretty that looks. And we can add just maybe a little dots in the center there. Give it a little variety. Then we have maybe a little teardrop coming across, and we'll drag that around. Yeah, that might work. Well, it's there. I'm not going to worry about it. All right, I'm going to come over to this side here. I have my aqua blue stroke work. I'm going to bring it around. Now again, I primarily use Joe Sonia Paints by Chroma. It's a wonderful acrylic paint. Though I have to admit, right now I am detailing with Deco Art Americana, and this is Vanilla Shake. And I'm kind of hoping they haven't discontinued that color because I like it. It's kind of an off-white. I don't like it when the detail is bright white. It's just a little too strong on the eye. Alright, we'll just kind of keep working our way around here. I can hear my family moving around upstairs. It's a Friday and the kids are back from school. Dogs are quiet right now. Alright, we just keep moving it around here. I'm working on teaching a class tomorrow, and I've been doing a lot of base coating of pieces. I think I'm going to do a video to show how I base coat and sand and all of that, just to give you an idea of what goes behind all the work. Since this is primarily done on wood, you have a lot of work to do before you even get to the Rosemaling part. Oops, hope you can see. My hand isn't in the way, because that would be really stinky if I've been painting all this time and my hand has been in the way. Let's see. How's that? Can we see? All right. There we go. Like I said, I'm playing around, working with angles. Hopefully as the year goes on here, I get better at my production. I can answer more questions. Thank you for those of you who have asked some questions with this. I know we were talking about loading a brush. So when I'm doing my detail work, I want to make sure my brush is sticking to a point here or staying to a point. I roll my brush in and pull it out so I literally have that point. If I swoosh like this, look how globby that gets. We don't want globby. We want it to be nice and smooth. Bring it to a point. I can always, if I need to, tap a little on my paper towel. I use a lint-free paper towel. So if you go to Home Depot or Lowe's or any good hardware store or automotive shop, they'll have the lint-free paper or paper towels, and that's what you want, because if I use paper towels a lot when I'm working. As you saw, if you saw me paint this, you know that I did it primarily in paper towels. So I don't want lint attached to the piece as I'm working on it. All right, let's do a nice little, I don't know, are those leaves? Those petals? Oh, I missed one up here. Missed this little guy. All right. So again, I'm not perfectly following everything. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And this comes, again, with practice. The more you do this, the more it instinctively comes. So we'll bring it this way. So I'm hoping to do more teaching this year. I know there's some people out there, I have some responses I have to make, so I will do that. The Christmas season was incredibly busy and wonderful, and I thank all of you out there who, one, subscribed to my page, or two, ordered stuff from my Etsy site, or appreciated my Instagram or my Facebook. I am slowly sharing pieces that I did over the Christmas season for clients. I couldn't share them beforehand because that would just, ruin the surprise. That happened to me once. I realized afterwards. So I try really hard not to share anything until whoever is receiving them has received them. So, and I'm sure I have somebody out there chuckling right now because they know who I'm talking about. All right, so we have one more set of flowers down here. Let's see, what do you think? Yeah, it's coming along. All right, let's bring this around this way. So thank you for everyone also for your patience. Since I didn't post last Friday, I kind of took a little time off. We were actually traveling, and I just didn't have the time to put something together beforehand. So that's why I did that nice little doodle one. And that sketch that I came up with the other day, that might eventually find its way on to the front of a cabinet I have. Oh, I did not like that. So we'll just kind of push that out of the way. Let me try something else here. Maybe a nice little line. We'll do a little teardrop this way, a little teardrop this way. Okay. Let's come along this way. So now I really like my thin brushes here. Now the Jackie Shaw that I'm using is no longer made, but I have found a nice one. Let's see, here are my brushes. Let's see, can I find it? Yes. So this is a King Art Original Gold 10-0. This I find is a nice replacement for my Jackie Shaw, so I'm happy with that one. But these Jackie Shaws are my go-to, and eventually they are going to die on me. But if you take good care of your brushes, if you clean them and do the right thing by them, they will last a long time. All right, we'll bring this around this way. So I'm hoping to really bring as many projects or styles or ideas, lessons, I don't know, whatever I can bring to you guys. Again, if you guys out there have some suggestions on what you'd like to see, I know one person asked if I could show on a rough board how to bring a design to life, so I'm going to see what I can do about that. So, see how quickly I can bring that together. Alright, well, I like how this looks. I don't like how that just kind of ends, so I might just do a similar thing like what I did there. I'll turn it. Again, notice I'm always turning my piece because I want to make sure that I'm pulling it towards me. Maybe get a little something there. I like that. And maybe I'll give it a little, add a little stuff into the scene here, just to give it a little more depth. Alright. Alright. A little more to the water. Oh, I like it. So what do you think? So this is that top of the keepsake box, and just a fun combination of a scene, some basic stroke work of C strokes and S strokes, and a finishing up of the detail, the line work. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to the next project for you guys. And have a great day, and happy 2020 once again. Bye-bye.